and welcome to Footballfanbox. I'm your host, John Hightower, and welcome to another great show. We are going to get started with fan picks, say it if you mean it, and high school picks. Also, fantasy football with Bill and Sean. Now, I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan, so I like to take this time to say, welcome back, Carson Wentz. You look marvelous. Now, let's get into the first segment. Superstars of last week's high school and youth football. Welcome to Footballfanbox's weekly highlights. We begin with the 7 and under age group, TMT Elite against Liberty Patriots. TMT finished the game 33, Liberty Patriots 0. This game was all TMT to start with. TMT wearing the white uniforms with the black helmets. Everything went TMT's way on this particular day. This kid is off to the races. Ma, look at me! I'm still running! All the way to the end zone. What a game it was for TMT. The execution was there, the play calling was there, everything was running smooth and on all cylinders. Beautiful game to watch. Liberty Patriots took this game, played as hard as they could. They just didn't have the horses this week. Off to the left, off to the right, no matter what they did, it was a 70-yard touchdown run. TMT should be very proud of themselves this week, as well as Liberty Patriots for sticking through and continue to play hard even after the game was long gone. Next game, we go to TMT, who had 34 against Liberty Patriots 0 in a 10 and under age group. TMT again wearing the white uniforms with the black helmets. Up and down the field once again for TMT Elite. Nothing could stop them. Quick trap up the middle, perfectly done. Liberty again played hard, just didn't have the horses to keep up with the TMT team. Tip drill, off to the races. Nice attempt, wasn't quite there. And this kid is on. You won't see him again till the replay. Beautiful execution on TMT's part. Toss to the left. Beautiful catch by that young running back. All the way to the left, gone, gone, gone. Quick trap up the middle, right to the end zone. Liberty Patriots, you can see they're giving it all they had. They just didn't have much in the tank. TMT speed proved to be too much. Quick pass to the right, couple of moves, and off again to the races. Nothing to be ashamed of, just went up against a more talented team this week. There'll be a lot more weeks to come for Liberty Patriots who continue to play hard. Beautiful pass, excellent catch and run. Late in the game, Liberty tries to make a run for it, and they do an excellent job of it. Just didn't have the horses. Now the next game, TMT in the 12 and under age group going against the Silverhawks. TMT finished this game with 18, Silverado Hawks 13. TMT wearing the dark unis and the dark helmet. Beautiful runs by both teams. This was a competitive game. It's just TMT finished off the game with better execution. Look at this pass and catch. Awesome catch. Awesome catch in the end zone. TMT going back for a pass. Got his man up the middle. He's gone. He's gone. This kid could play in the NFL as long as his mom lets him go out before he does his homework. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. The best athletes in the country are here in Las Vegas. And playing for you every week Saturday, come out and see one game. Quick trap up the middle, carries 2 or 3 players for about 4 yards. TMT had it going all day. Set back the pass, beautiful catch again. Nice defense, they just didn't have the horses to compete this week. Another quick trap to the left, running back took it in for the score. Now we head off to the 14 and under age group. TMT finished this game 19, Silverado Hawks 19. TMT again wearing the dark unis with the dark helmets. Silverado Hawks quarterback was under distress. Beautiful pass, got it off. And able to bring it in for the score. Beautiful run. Quick trap up the middle, bounced it out to the left, took it about 85 yards to the house. Great job. This game went back and forth until TMT just had the horses to pull it out. Welcome back. If you get a chance to get out there and watch those kids play, please do it. They are just phenomenal. Now we're going to go to the Westgate Superbook, where we have Say It If You Mean It.
Hi, my name is Diana, and I would like to give thank you to my daughter's school, Gary Elementary. Their names are Cynthia and Bella. I love them very much, and I would like to congratulate my husband, Mark, for winning his first championship yesterday at the Showtime. That was a great basketball game. I really, really, really love it, and I'm very proud of him. And I would like to say hi to my family on Indiana, Chicago, Suriano family. From Las Vegas to there, a lot of love. To all my Peruvian friends out there who are watching the show, thank you for your support, and go Bears. Happy that we won today, and I hope we can win the champion.
And I just want to give a shout out to all my friends and family back home in Pittsburgh. We're out here in Vegas, about to watch the game. Go Steelers.
Thank you very much, Las Vegas, for allowing me into your homes. Thank you, teachers and nurses, for helping us learn and protecting us when we're sick.
So before I end my picks, I also want to give a lot of love to the nurses of Las Vegas, also for the first response. What I do in my net of work is I sell uniforms to law enforcement, police officers, firefighters, military, and casinos. So I'm very passionate when I say the first responders are very important to Las Vegas. It brings security, it brings protection. I come here, I like to work, I like to gamble, I would like to feel protected, and that's what Las Vegas does for you. So they do a great job. Everybody, when you come here, just give them a love, shake everybody's hand, and you guys go from there, all right? Las Vegas won.
My name is Mark Siriano, and I want to give a shout out to my basketball team, Showtime. We won the championship yesterday at Tarkanian Gym. We couldn't have done it without the stars and without the love of the team. So I want to give a shout out to all my boys, especially Lonnie, who won that game for us. I'd also like to give a shout out to our captain, Barron, who put us all together, made it all happen, put together a great team. On top of that, I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bears, who've started a pretty good season when everybody was sort of looking against them. So, there's a lot of season to go, but I still got faith in my boys, as I always have and I always will. On top of that, I want to give a shout out to my family for coming to watch me play basketball yesterday and for always being there to support me. So to Las Vegas, to all the teachers, to all the officers and firemen, thank you and holla! And of course to my daughters, the two beautifulest ladies in the world.
Hello, my name is Azib, and thank you for joining us today. I want to give some love out to all the wonderful work that they do for the police department, because without you guys, we would not be safe. And I want to personally thank you for what you do for us. And I also want to give thanks to Safety Net for all the protection that you provide. And I know personally, and I'm very grateful for you guys. And I also want to say thank you to the hospitals, all the good things that you do. I can never thank you enough. And I know all the people that behind me can say the same thing. And I also want to say thank you to the Boys and Girls Club, because they keep us going. That's our future. And I hope you guys keep doing the good job that you do for what you do, and I love you for that. And I also want to thank my beautiful daughter, Miliona Abel. I want to thank all my family, and I want to thank for being in Las Vegas. I want to thank all the tourists, because without you, there will be no Las Vegas. And we love you. Keep coming, because we love you, and we're going to keep giving you love. Okay? Keep coming. Thank you, and we love you. Ciao.
This is Bill Whites from Cincinnati, Ohio. I want to give out some Las Vegas love to my family, Shannon and my two daughters at home, Caitlin and Alyssa. I love you guys a lot. And I just want to give a little shout out to the local police department. You know, they don't get that much credit, and I think they do a great job of protecting us all, and I just wanted to give a shout out for them.
Say It If You Mean It is always my favorite segment of this show. Now we're going to head into high school picks of the week. Please enjoy. Hello and welcome to Footballfanbox's high school picks of the week. We begin with Beatty getting a win over Green Valley Christian. Sports Leadership and Management, we'd like to congratulate them on their early season success. Laughlin should get that win easily over Lake Mead Academy, who's having a down year. Valley, we're going to give you that victory over Western. Pyramid Lake getting the win. And Silver State should get that early season win. DeMonte Ranch, congratulations on your early start. Keep up the good work. Lowry, who's having a good year, we'd like to say congratulations to you. Keep it going. Carson over Gallany. Gallany, I know you're having a tough start, but you stay strong and stick with it. Spring Valley, you're at the tipping point. Even numbers, go get them. Brown Mountain, getting that win. Battle Mountain, 4-1. Good luck to y'all this season for the rest of the year. Sierra Vista is getting the win over Clark. Lincoln County and Needles should be a really good game. If you get a chance to come out and see those kids play, make sure you do it. Both teams are having a phenomenal season. Mopa Valley should get the win. Virgin Valley should get a win. Both teams are having very good years. Incline should get the win over West Wendover. Green Valley, another team having an excellent year. We'd like to congratulate them. Getting the win over Chaparral. Bishop Gorman should bounce back with the win over Silverado. Calvary Chapel Christian, 3-0. We'd like to congratulate you and hope that your season success continues. Yarrington, another team off to a good start, and we are very proud of the work your team is doing this season. Spring Creek should get that victory. Shadow Ridge should get a victory. Churchill County, another team off to a really good year. Congratulations. Can't wait till these late season matchups start coming around. McQueen, another one. Good luck to you. We giving you the win this week. Del Sol, another victory this week. Boulder City, another team doing good things, and we don't see it stopping anytime soon. Mojave getting a victory. North Tahoe should get that victory this week. Reno should get that victory over Hug. Cheyenne, another team off to a good start. We to see you continue your winning ways. Centennial with a victory over Faith Lutheran. Also, Desert Pines, another team starting out well, should continue on. Arborview should get that victory over Cimarron Memorial. Wells should get that W. Trona getting a victory this week over Spring Mountain. Middle School should get that victory. Mountain View is having a tough season. We'd like everybody to give them some support whenever you can. The Middle School, starting out slow, but we see things turn around for you. You just stick with it and it will happen. Excel Christian getting a win this week. Tonify getting a win this week. Another team that's off to an excellent start. Keep up the good work. And if you get a chance to see Elko versus Truckee, please do it. Both teams are off to an amazing start, and we're wishing the best for both teams. Stay healthy and keep playing hard. Now, first thing we always like to say, kids, make sure you stay in your books. That's the most important thing. That's what you're in school for. And if you get a chance to get out and come out and support the kids, please do it. And as always, be safe. Welcome back to the show. All right, y'all. Kids, this is where the season starts to get tough, so do the best you can to stay focused, as well as staying focused on your books. We are heading out to the Westgate Casino and Hotel, the Superbook, where we are there every Monday between 3 and 6, so come on out and share your picks with us. Also share your thoughts. Now let's head out there to the Westgate, and let's all make just a little bit of money.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and these are my football picks for the week. First off, we're going to go with the Patriots. I don't see them losing 3 in a row at Foxborough against the Dolphins. Jaguars, I'm going to take them minus 7.5 against the Jets. I think they're going to have Darnold's number. Defense is going to give them a hard time at home. You know what? I'm going to take the Texans plus 2 against the Indianapolis Colts. I think they're going to find their groove this week, hopefully. And we're going to see. Chargers, I'm going to take them minus 10.5 just because of the injury to Garoppolo might hurt. Plus, the Chargers are going to run up some numbers at home. And the last one, I'm going to take the Saints minus 3.5 against the Giants. I think it might be a shootout, and the Saints just have too much firepower for them. And those are my 5 picks.
My name is Johnny Walker, and here's my picks for the week. Let's start off with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. You got the Chiefs favored by 5 points, minus 5. They're very hot right now. That young quarterback has proven to be a commodity with the team. He's coming on. He's seeing things. He's picking the defenses apart. They can't pass rush him. He's too quick with the arm. He's got a bullet arm. I think they're on a roll. Let's go with the Chiefs over the Broncos and take the points. Okay. New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Giants, they're hurting defensively. I believe if they try to get the offense going, they got a nice little young running back that they took first that everybody seems to have a problem with. I don't have a problem with them taking that young boy first, that young man first. He's been proven. The first game he came out, he got 86 yards and a touchdown on a few carries. He had a nice game last week with the win, and they're celebrating right now. But this week they're going to come back to reality when they face the New Orleans Saints, because Drew Brees is no one to play with. And he'll have a field day against this Giants defensive backfield. So let's take New Orleans and the 3 points. I think it'll be more than that. Our next pick is the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. That's an easy one. Arizona is imploded. So they have to get things together. These are easy picks. I'm giving you some easy picks because Seattle is coming off of a bad game, and their quarterback is better than that, okay? So let's look for, I don't know, the Cardinals defense, I don't know if they have the firepower to contain Russell, the quarterback. Let's put it, I can't remember, but he's a good guy. He won the Super Bowl once. Let's take Seahawks over the Cardinals. Okay. Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys. Sad, sad day for football. Detroit's coming off a strong game against New England Patriots. No one's seen that coming, but they do have a good quarterback. He's sporadic, though. The young man could have a hell of a game, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards, and come back the next week and be 0 for 17 the first half and finish up with 5 for 29 and 5 picks. So depends on how this young man is feeling. Stafford, if he's going to have a good game, it's going to be a close game. Dallas Cowboys have something to prove. Their defense has been well spoken of, but they haven't really shown anything up to date. Dak, really not Dak. Ezekiel, get your stuff together and get on the sticks. The The Cowboys, take the Cowboys in 3 points because I think they'll pull it out. That's about as much as I'm going to give them, but let's take the Cowboys in 3 points. Cincinnati and the Falcons. Can't say what happened to my Bengals. I don't know what happened to my Bengals. They're supposed to be the premier team in that division. They took a light hit. The 4 interceptions didn't help. You know, that was 4 interceptions. You throw 4 interceptions in a game, you're going to have a hard time winning. So I think they're hungry for a win to come back and bounce back to show how supreme they are in that division. So let's go with the Cincinnati Bengals, upset over the Atlanta Falcons. That's my picks for this week. My name is Johnny Walker. Maybe I won't be seeing you because I'll be going home by then. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
4. I'm starting with the Rams and the Vikings. As you guys know, the Rams are fully loaded from top to bottom. Solid quarterback in his 3rd year. Solid running back, just got a big contract. The receivers are fully stacked, and I love the defense. They put their money where their mouth is, so they put it in defense. So I see them covering this 6.5 point spread. That's definitely a good pick to take. All right, let's go on to the first game of Sunday, September 30th. The Dolphins versus the Patriots. Now, you know that's a divisional game, so that's going to be really exciting to watch. As of right now, the Dolphins are 3-0. I can't tell you when the last time the Dolphins been 3-0. But Patriots just came off a loss to Detroit Lions, so they're looking for vengeance. You know Tom Brady and Gronk, they're going to pass heavy, very hard. So the 7 points is going to be a no-brainer. I would take that if you want to win some money. Let's look at the second game, Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. Houston is 0-3 right now with a lot of big-name players. Deshaun Watson has to step up. He lost to my Giants last week. J.J. Watts had a pretty good game, but he's going to have to bring it. Javion Clowney has to step up as well, and I see them beating it. That's going to be an upset. So I'm taking Houston Texans to beat the Colts. Let's go to Atlanta Falcons and Cincinnati Bengals. That's going to be a tough game. Atlanta lost a bad game last week. Very close in overtime with Drew Brees taking the win in overtime. So I'm looking to take the Falcons. They got a -6. I think it's going to be a pretty close game, so if I was you, I would just money line that game and go with the Falcons. Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. That's a tricky game. If I was you, I wouldn't touch it. You see what the Bills did last week to the Vikings, so I wouldn't touch that. Let's go down to the New York Jets versus the Jaguars. The Jaguars came off of a bad loss last week to the Tennessee Titans. This week, they're at home again. They're gonna step up. So I would advise you to take the 7.5 points. They're going to win by at least 14 points. We're looking at the Chicago Bears and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's going to be a pretty good game, pretty good game. Both are solid in defense. Their offense is okay. I would give the edge to Tampa Bay. It's going to be another upset. Let's see. The last game I want to talk about will be the New York Giants versus the New Orleans Saints. Pretty big game. They both won last week, week 3. This week is going to be very good. I trust the Giants on the road more, so I'm going with the New Orleans Saints to upset my Giants, unfortunately. And then the Monday night game, I told you it was one more. I'm going to add one more to it. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Ravens. It used to be back in the days we used to call that a defensive game. Now, the last couple of years, I don't know what happened to the Steelers defense, but it's been non-existent. So I'm looking for the Ravens to win that game, so another upset. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in week 5.
For this week's picks, I'm actually going to go the Houston Texans. Actually, I'm going to go the Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. I'm going to take Indianapolis -2. I feel like their rookie running back is going to step up this year. Wilkins looks good in the flats. I feel like Andrew Luck is going to do well. My next pick, it's going to be the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys -3. I think they're going to win. I think they're getting the ball on the roll with their defense. Their defense is looking crazy. So after that, Cleveland Browns and Oakland Raiders. I'm actually going to pick Cleveland this year. I think with Hard Knocks, I think with the quarterback change, I think Cleveland's got a roll going on. And then last but not I got New Orleans and then the New York Giants. I'm going to go Giants this week. I think the Giants are due for a win. I think Saquon Barkley looks good, and Odell Beckham hasn't had a huge week yet, so he's due. And then last but not least, my hometown, we're going for the Baltimore Ravens against the Steelers. Y'all already know what it is. And that's it. Monday night, man, it's Mahomes all day. Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. Mahomes going to take that all the way. He's a real deal.
Picks, starting with tonight. Don't leave home without the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's one winner for you. And you might as well take, coming out of the box after a loss, take Jacksonville at home, take the Rams at home, take the Brownies on the road, and before you get lost on that fifth pick, take the Steelers against the Ravens next week. You can't lose. See ya.
All right, here's my picks for the week. We're going to start off with Miami Dolphins playing against New England Patriots. The Patriots are going to be out for blood after 2 big losses in a row. I don't see a chance in heck that they can hang with the New England Patriots. My next one's going to be your Green Bay Packers -10 against the Buffalo Bills. Green Bay's had a bad loss there this week. Buffalo Bills come back to reality and go with Green Bay. My next one is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars -7.5 against the New York Jets. Sam Darnold and the Jets haven't faced a defense like the Jacksonville Jaguars, and with him being a rookie, I think it's going to be a little too much for him to handle. My next one is going to be the Seattle Seahawks -3 against the Arizona Cardinals. Again, I just think the Cardinals, with their QB problems and facing a defense of that caliber, I think Seattle -3 is a mortal lock. And my last and final pick is going to be the New Orleans Saints giving up only 3.5 at the New York Giants. The Giants just got a win. Didn't look very good doing it against a Texans team that's not very good either. And they haven't faced an offense like this. New Orleans Saints by a long margin. That's your mortal lock of the week.
First, we'll go the Chicago Bears at -2.5 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bears at home, 2.5-point favorite, should be able to get it done against Tampa Bay. Second, we go to Seattle Seahawks -3 over the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals have just looked bad so far this year. Rookie quarterback, I think Russell Wilson is able to get it done on the road. Next, go Oakland Raiders -2 against the Cleveland Browns. Raiders has to win at some point. They got a better, actually was winning the last couple of weeks. Should have won one of those games, but I think they'll get it home now against the Browns. Next, San Diego Chargers -10.5 over the 49ers. 49ers just lost their quarterback, ACL injury, he's out for the year. Chargers actually played the Rams pretty good. They was able to move the ball against a pretty good defense. Should be able to cover the 10.5 this week. And last, the Baltimore Ravens +3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers just having a lot of problems off the field. Ravens 3-1 so far. I think the Ravens can win a tough division game on the road at +3. And that's my picks.
Picks for this week are, I got the Minnesota Vikings getting 6.5 against the Los Angeles Rams. I have the Cincinnati Bengals getting 6 over the Atlanta Falcons. I have Detroit getting 3 over the Dallas Cowboys. And I have the New York Jets getting 7.5 against Jacksonville Jaguars. And for my last pick, I have San Francisco getting 10.5 versus the LA Chargers. Me and my girlfriend are here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, having it up, doing it big, and we're out.
Tampa Bay +2.5 versus Chicago Bears. Philadelphia Eagles -4 against Tennessee Titans. Seattle Seahawks -3 versus Arizona Cardinals. Cleveland Browns -3 versus Oakland Raiders. New Orleans Saints -3.5 versus New York Giants. That's it.
My 3 picks today are going to be the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night. The betting number is 278. Kansas City Chiefs over 56 with the Denver Broncos. Kansas City Chiefs are 3-0 right now against the spread and 3-0 on the totals. So if you watch this show the first 2 weeks, I've given you those plays the first 2 weeks, and we'll continue to be on this Kansas City Chiefs machine. My second pick is Cincinnati Bengals, Atlanta Falcons over 51.5. Both those teams are high-scoring teams, but I'm a bettor who believes that when you bet the NFL, you should look to bet indoor games over, because the vast majority of them go over. 65-70% of the games between Denver, New Orleans, and Atlanta and Indianapolis, they're indoor games. No matter who they're playing, the opposition, those games tend to go over, which follows up to my third play, which is the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. That's total 47. Now, we have 2 quarterbacks in Andrew Luck and Deshaun Watson who aren't playing very good, and they're coming off of injuries. But back to my point about playing indoor games, they tend to go over. Both offenses have easier times moving the ball up and down the field. There's no weather issues. There's no field issues. And the players simply play better when they're playing indoors. So those are my 3 games for this week on Football Fan Box. I hope we go 3-0 again, and I look forward to speaking with you good folks in Las Vegas again soon. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the show. Once again, we'd like to thank the Westgate for hosting us, and we also like to thank the fans for helping us out with point spread. Now, Bill and Sean are going to be delayed a little bit, so you got time to spend with me, and you know I appreciate it. So if you're going to be at the Westgate Superbook, we are there Mondays from 3 to 7 p.m. Come on out and spend some time with us. Also, for everyone who's been sending in the high school and youth football tapes, thank you very much. The show greatly appreciates it. You can send them in if you have tapes to video@footballfanbox.tv. Have your videos shown on television. Now, while we have time, I want to talk to the Raiders. What's going on with the fourth quarter? Now, I'm an Eagle fan, but I'm an adopted child of the Raiders, and I love you. Let's get it together in that fourth quarter, and let's make some stuff happen. Eagles, you keep up doing what you're doing. You know you're perfect. Cowboy fans, your misery brings me joy. Now, it seems as Bill and Sean are ready to go. Let's head back to them with fantasy football.
Welcome back, Las Vegas, to another edition of Football Fanbox, King of Las Vegas Fantasy Football Contest. Now, before we get going, I've been giving Cleveland a hard time the last few weeks. Cleveland, you got to win. Good job. It was the stinking Jets, but it's a win nonetheless. Keep the momentum going. All right, guys. Sean, can you believe this? We're already a quarter of the way through the fantasy football season. It's only 3 games, but for a fantasy football league, that's a lot.
You're starting to see some trends play out now where you can actually kind of hang your hat on what you see.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what we got for you this week, guys? All right, we randomly selected a few teams. We're going to look at their lineup, see what's helping them, what's hurting them, and where we project them to see them at the end of the season. So we're going to start with Team Sam.
All right.
Sean, take it away.
All right. Sam is off to a 2-1 start. Solid. They got Drew Brees as the main quarterback. That's probably a good reason why they got off to a solid start. He's been hot. I like the quarterbacks in general. I like the wide receivers. They got some strong wide receivers. I think they have good balance there as well. I'm a little bit worried about the running backs and the depth there. They're relying at this point with Fournette kind of somewhat dinged up. I've been relying on Adrian Peterson, and though he looks like he's in the form that he was a couple, 3 years ago, not sure he can maintain that for the whole season.
I wouldn't bet against Adrian Peterson ever.
Could.
You know, every time I think he's out, you know, he's as strong as ever. But I love Drew Brees right now, guys. He's playing great football, throwing the ball like he did 10 years ago. My only worry is when Mark Ingram gets back. Last year, Kamara and Ingram together were a force to be reckoned with, but Breeze's numbers really took a toll last year.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that the throwing numbers will go down for sure, but he was still efficient last year, as he always is.
He's always efficient, but we're not worried about efficient, guys. We're worried about getting as many points as you possibly can. All right, so that does worry me a little bit. I'm loving this Calvin Ridley right now. I mean, after last week, guys, who can't love him? Right. But is that going to be week in, week out? Is he going to be the next Julio Jones there in Atlanta?
Right. But with having Jarvis Landry on there also, and then a couple other, deep threat with Richardson, Paul Richardson in there as well. Like I said, I think he's got some depth there and some pretty good balance. So he's got some choices as he gets into the bye weeks as well.
Right. Sam, I like your chances of winning your division. Just be smart of who you're sliding in there. Okay. Don't take too many chances with that Calvin Ridley. I don't see that production lasting week in, week out. Okay, let's move along to Steeltown boys. Oh, my God.
Steeltown is a little bit of a hot mess right now. They're off to an 0-3 start, which is not good to begin with. And now you've got the likes of Jimmy Garoppolo, who's out for the season. As far as we know, it sounds like that right now. Jerick McKinnon's already out. He's had some injury woes there. And you know, it's kind of a little bit of a wishy-washy lineup even without those, I think.
Yeah, you got problems here. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and then you auto-draft this team, okay? Because Jerick McKinnon was out before the draft. Des Bryant isn't even with a team anymore, all right? The best quarterback you have right now on your roster is Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, but he's got Dak Prescott also.
Okay,
so maybe the best one is Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, okay. Joe Mixon, I like Joe Mixon when he gets healthy. I don't know when he's going to get back, a couple weeks maybe. All right, so yeah, I don't like your chances at all, Steeltown. I don't know if you'll win a game. I hope you do, because there's nothing worse than being shut out for an entire season, but I don't like your chances. Now we're going on to Team Chip. How are we liking Team Chip here?
Team Chip looks solid, as his record indicates. He's 3-0, off to a good start as well. And, and he's had Rodgers, who's been playing through being hurt and still playing pretty well. But I'm hearing that he has a little bit of a hamstring issue that came out of this last game, too, now. So, a lot of times you play with one injury and you overcompensate and you hurt something else.
He's got Matt Ryan as a backup, and he probably should have started him this week. Just because we already know the outcome. Whenever you get Atlanta and New Orleans together, it's a shootout. Right. I mean, I would put everybody in that I had playing for that team in that roster for that particular game. Yep. But he's got some really good running backs. I love Christian McCaffrey. He's having a great season.
He's
been
on fire.
Marshawn Lynch is looking youthful there in Oakland. I mean, he's not going to be great, but he's going to be a solid running back for you week in, week out. Juju Schuster-Smith, he's the man.
He is right now, and Hopkins to go with him. He's got a pretty stacked lineup right now. I mean, he certainly looks like potentially the team to beat in his division.
Oh, absolutely. Team Chip, you're winning your division hands down. I don't see you losing the game with this team.
Could be a threat in the tournament.
A big threat. Congratulations for a draft well done.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's how we see it.
But you do it how you want.
Back to you, Hightower.
Thank you, fellas. And we'd like to thank everybody for watching Football Fanbox. We'll see you next week. And as always, be safe.